Good evening, everybody. This is Sweat, and welcome to my fourth weapon review of the day for Battlefield Premium and Close Quarters. Man, I must be bugging y'all with 4 videos in one day. But today, or at least now, we are going to cover the M417, the M417, the big bad older brother, the big brother of the M416 or the M416, which has always been my favorite as far as Battlefield 3 on console went, and kind of took a back burner to the M16 once I got to PC, but still a weapon that I really enjoy using. Still a weapon I've spent quite a bit of time with in Battlefield 3. So I was pretty surprised, and I was pretty happy to find out that the M417 was going to make an appearance in this map pack, or in this at least downloadable content, the Close Quarters DLC. What I didn't expect was another bolt action sniper rifle, and we're going to get to that later. I can't quite unlock that until the maps become available. But as far as semi-automatic sniper rifles go, this is as good as it gets. I know a few people say this reminds them of the M39 EMR, but that's really not the case with me. I'm not quite sure why. I feel like it's a bit heavier and a bit easier to recover your shots and well, basically to aim your shots. I think one thing you have to stay away from with these battle rifle type weapons is the heavier zoom scopes. I mean, I think with the iron sights and with just the ACOG, I was doing a lot of really good work in the few games that I used this weapon. You'll see that once again, just like all the weapons, the laser sight has been attached. Basically, because that's what Battlefield does. Battlefield attaches those things as you unlock them. But definitely a very good option especially if you're going to push forward with the sniper rifle, like what I've been doing in these past few videos here. So let's look at the battle log description really quickly, and that's what it says. This bigger brother of the M416 features a heavier 16-inch barrel as well as an enlarged receiver capable of handling the heavy 7.62 round. The high precision and stopping power of this rifle makes it ideal as a DMR, and it sees service in many armed forces worldwide. So this is actually the clip you're seeing now is one of the few cases where I'd really recommend going balls to the wall right at an enemy. It can be useful right up close, but once somebody gets a hold of you with a fully automatic weapon, you're really at a disadvantage. That was just one of those instances where where everything just happened to work out pretty well. But how about that fourth piece? I really enjoyed that one. I was really hoping to finish it up with that last guy, but oh well, it just wasn't meant to be. So like the battle log description says, this weapon actually fires a 7.62 round, not the 5.56 that the M416 carries. So automatically you're going to know that there's a little bit more damage. It does have a 20 round magazine, and as you can see here, 21 rounds in the chamber. 21 rounds if you have one in the chamber. So once again, it's something I always like to do. Complained a little bit about with the ACR. A lot of people didn't realize that, or still haven't quite grasped it. Battlelog screwed it up for whatever reason with the ACR. It says 5.56 and 30 rounds, but it's actually the 6.8 and 26. So I don't know if they're ever going to fix that. I know a few things just don't go their way. It doesn't go their way, I guess. I'm not really sure how else to put it. But as far as the M417 goes, just your run-of-the-mill semi-automatic sniper rifle. I am just pleasantly surprised that it's not terrible. Like, I really don't do well with the M39, and as soon as I heard people start comparing it to the M39, that's when I kind of got worried, because that's just one of those weapons that doesn't, it doesn't favor me at all, or I don't favor the weapon at all. If you're going to go short range, or if you're going to do like a battle type rifle, I've always been under the impression that the SKS is the best one, and it may very well may still be the case, but this is definitely a weapon you can consider. At least this is definitely a weapon I'll consider. You'll see here. I mean, it's just perfectly fine. I mean, it definitely does damage, high damage to your enemies. I have a few one-shot headshots at extreme close range. Other than that, a couple body shots. Suppression, still kind of a factor. I decided to cut out a couple of clips where I was going to still show you exactly how bad suppression still was, but all in all, I'm really satisfied with the weapon, and to be honest with you, I'm satisfied with all of the weapons in this DLC and in Battlefield Premium so far. I mean, I don't think there's any ones that are just just weapons that you're going to put on the shelf and never use. I mean, I think all of them, some of them are a bit more average than others, but none of them are terrible. And I think it's, when you have a good bit of average weapons, when you have a bunch of weapons that are equal, it allows you to use a bunch of different weapons instead of having, one or two overpowered ones. So really excited about that. But if you've missed some of these earlier videos, some of these earlier weapon reviews, that video on the left is the ACW-R. And the one on the right is the SPOS 12. Both of those videos, probably those two weapons are the ones I was anticipating the most, really looking forward to from this DLC the most. So I hope you guys are able to check those videos out and maybe leave a like rating on this one or those if you haven't had a chance to already. I really appreciate it. If you're new to this channel, just hit that subscribe button on the middle of the screen and let me know if y'all want to see any more weapon reviews today. Not sure if I'm going to do the AUG or the L86A2, but definitely a possibility. So you guys have a great day. Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.